The relationships between both Aaron and Alice and Jessica and Connor were roughly the same length, and they spanned from around November 2009 until May 2010. What I can't understand is why, when the police did get involved, Gemma Barker did not simply drop these alter egos. She could simply have wiped them off the face of the earth as easily as she created them, and then carried on as Gemma Barker. And nobody seemingly would have been any the wiser. But she decided not to do that. She decided, in fact, to go the other way and simply to make up more and more lies. In the middle of all of this, and heaven only knows why, she then claimed that she had been assaulted by Luke Jones. She claimed that he had punched her, it had broken her jaw, and she then submitted a claim for compensation to the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board. And so as a result she got charged with fraud, which is something that she admitted in court. And again, that is something that she could so easily have avoided.
I don't think she thought she would get caught out. Maybe she thought she could stop it before it all got out of hand. I personally think that she did it once and then she obviously got too caught up in it and it all just got out of control really, but I think she kind of enjoyed what she was doing and then that's why she carried on doing it, because she felt like a leader in the relationship. She felt like she could control the girls that she was doing it to in a way.
She wasn't a bad person. I don't know why Gemma did it. Gemma could have been in love with Alice. She could have been in love with Jess. Attention. Maybe she was a lesbian. That was the only way of feeling like she could come out. But if she was a lesbian and she was finding it hard to come out, then why not write your friend a letter? Or, you know, if they're meant to be your friend, you should be able to tell them. I wouldn't mind.
I don't know if she's gay. I don't know if that's why she was doing it and she was scared to come out. I don't know. But then I would have thought, knowing that she knows that I'm gay, she could have just spoke to me about it, or like, I don't know, it's really confusing.
She fooled everybody. Like, she fooled you, everybody. I'm just glad I told you when I did, because then, like, you stopped her seeing your children, which then made sure they were safe.
As soon as obviously it all come out, what happened, and
anything makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense. It all falls into place.
Yeah.
What she'd done.
It took so much planning.
It took planning. It took guts.
Money, everything.
Yeah.
Gemma had like 3 phones, 3 MSN accounts, three Facebooks, everything. She had a lot of time on her hands. A lot of time. All the time, I was still seeing Connor. Connor was hurting me but blaming somebody else. We started off really well, like he was a perfect boyfriend, and then as the time went on, he started to assault me more and more, like till it got really, really bad. But whenever he would do it, he would say it wasn't him. Even though I know it would be Connor, he would always say, oh no, it was Luke. And then it would somehow come out that Connor was actually at home, and then Luke dressed up as Connor to touch me inappropriately. So I would never be cross at Connor, I'd always be mad at other people. So Gemma knew that she could always come back to me as Connor, because I'd never be angry at Connor, I'd always be angry at the others.
Right.
Throughout the relationships with Luke and Connor, I was the one that got abused. I was the one that, whenever I said no, they would still do it. They abused Alice to the extent of she never gave permission for a girl to do it, but she was never forced into anything. She never said no, and they never carried on. She was always respected. So I honestly believe Gemma loved Alice, and I honestly believe, and anyone that knows me and knows Gemma can tell you that she definitely did hate me. She just didn't want Alice to know, because she knows Alice was closer to me than her. Me and Alice were always the best friends, and that's what Gemma hated.
In March 2012, Gemma pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault and 1 of fraud.
I've never come across a defendant like her. Even when she was sentenced, she simply got up and walked out. That's something that the judge commented on himself, was the fact that she seemed to have shown no remorse. And he said, in fact, I think he used the expression that we've seen not a flicker of emotion. He suggested that the girls had been abused at a time when, as all teenagers are at that age, they're exploring, they're starting to learn about themselves, and they're making choices, they're developing emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually. And Gemma Barker came along and exploited their natural vulnerabilities that any child of that age has.
Before sentencing, the judge ordered a psychiatric report on Gemma. The report found that Gemma had borderline learning disability and difficulty understanding social situations. There was no evidence of personality disorder, but she was diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder. Gemma was sent to prison for 2.5 years.
I did love him. I would say he was my first love. And I know Connor is not real. In my head, he's still real, and in my heart, he's still real, because I can't forget them memories that we shared, and I can't forget them feelings that I felt. He will always be my first love, even though he's not real. Which people might think I'm crazy for, but unless you've been in that position, you'll never know what it's like to love somebody, and then with the click of the fingers, they're gone. He's never coming back. He will never come back, ever. It's like he's died.
Do you think that Gemma was in love with you?
Well, I don't know. She was a good friend to me as Gemma, but I wouldn't like to say. As Aaron, yeah. But I know they're the same person, so maybe. I don't know how someone could, like, pretend that kind of feeling, if you know what I mean.
Now, how are you now? You're in a happy relationship?
Yeah. Happy now.
You've got a real boyfriend now?
Yeah. I've got a real one.
I met Jess through a friend on Facebook, and then I clicked on her and I added her as a friend, and we started messaging each other, you know, just a simple hello, how are you, just being really friendly. And then we started talking more and more every day, started texting and started phone calling, and then it just sort of progressed over the space of maybe 2 weeks before we actually met up with each other.
He's definitely a boy, because his previous girlfriends are people that I do know, so I 100% knew he was a real boy. So that's why I wasn't scared. He's a boy. He's got boy parts.
Support information for the issues raised are available at channel4.com, and search for The Girl Who Became 3 Boys. The boy who's become too much for his school and for the people who care. Lost Children is next.